Alive and Well is brought to you by Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services.
Let's talk about social media. It can be good, bad, risky, helpful, all of those things. Dr. Greg Mallis is a psychologist from Pine Rest Christian Mental Health Services, and he's here to talk about what's helpful, what's harmful, and how to protect ourselves when it comes to social media. Good to see you.
Good to be back.
You know, our kids all want it. You know, a lot of adults stuck in it, right? Using it probably way too much.
Yeah.
There are some good things about social media, right?
Yes, there are many good things about social media. Sometimes you just have to dig a little bit to find them. So there's some body positive content, there's some motivational content that can be really helpful for people to motivate themselves to have some accountability for things that they want to improve. We can also look at it's a good way to connect to people and to stay updated on current events, news, things that are going on. So there are positive things there. Sometimes we have to dig a little bit to find them.
Yeah, but on the other hand, there are these challenges that come along with these various platforms. Talk a bit about those.
Yeah, I think the challenges are definitely what people see probably more often with social media. We can definitely get into this this process of comparing ourselves to others and feeling less than because people have these curated lives that they are posting about that don't always reflect reality, but we don't see that piece.
Yeah.
I talk to my clients a lot about the fact that we know our internal experience, and so we have awareness of that, we have access to it. We don't have access to other people's internal experience. We just have what they present outside.
Yeah.
So being aware of that. There's also lots of bullying that can happen through social media, and not just with kids, but adults as well. And just a general amount of negativity that can be seen through posts, through pictures, through all sorts of things on social media.
It can also be a time suck, right? Like just eat up your life.
Yeah, I think it's easy to get sucked into this sort of vacuum of just scrolling through the posts and comparing ourselves, judging other people, just wasting time on it. And it takes us away from real connection from other people in our lives.
So you've given me a nice list of ways to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And I want to throw some out to you
Sure.
and just kind of talk about them.
Yeah.
So you say just take social media breaks when necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, again, we can get sucked into it and not realize how much time is there. So if we can set an idea for ourselves of how much time we want to spend here, or many of our phones and apps have timers that, you know, you set the timer, it goes for this amount of time, and then it shuts off the app so that you don't have to be the one to do that, or if you're not as able to. But definitely taking breaks and reconnecting back into the real world.
I have some friends who will take breaks for weeks or months
Yeah.
and
Oh.
say, peace out, guys. I'm going away for a while. I just need to get my head back together.
Absolutely, and it gives you a different perspective because now you're in your world, you're in your life again, interacting with the real people around you.
Yeah. Okay, you say create boundaries for social media. What do you mean?
So creating boundaries for social media is the idea that I'm going to set a boundary for when I'm going to be looking at social media. What are the times that I'm going to give myself to go into this? Probably not right before you go to bed, and it's not the best thing to wake up and just start scrolling through those things. So give yourself a time. Also have an intention about what am I doing when I'm going to social media? What am I looking to get from this? What am I looking for? Maybe I'm looking for recipes, so I'm going to look specifically at the recipes that I follow, the chefs, the bakers, whoever. That's my intention. Instead of just going because I'm bored and then I have no intention and I'm just scrolling for hours and hours.
Why do you say don't do it first thing in the morning and at the end of the day?
Because you don't want to start your day off in that space, especially if you don't have an intention. I'm starting my day off comparing myself to others, maybe feeling negative, or I'm ending the day thinking, man, all these people are doing these great things and I'm not.
You also want us to recognize when we're comparing ourselves to others. That's really tough to do, right?
Yeah, any of that insight-oriented stuff can be really difficult, but we want to get into the habit of really noticing what are the thoughts that I have when I'm comparing? What are the feelings that I get when I notice that I'm comparing? Because that's a good signal that I can just sort of step back and say, you know what, I don't need this right now. Let me dive back into my real life with all the things around me that I care about. My family, my friends, activities, job, all of that stuff.
All right. Well, the list is longer. We're going to put it on our website, 13onyourside.com. If you or a loved one are struggling, call 866-852-4001 or visit pinerest.org. As always, thank you so much for being here. Great advice.
Yeah, thanks.